Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the next episode review of Ningen Fushin, episode 7. And what I gotta say, another great episode. I am really loving the show right now, especially with our characters and where a lot of the scenarios it's going for in its story for each episode. I'm really loving the show now, and it's just like I said, we still got the rest of the year to go. So, but like I said, it's not gonna be my favorite show of the season or the year. So, but still, I think it's still really a really good show to watch. And with this episode, basically we're going gambling in this episode which gets more indicated because this episode is more focused on Tiana because, yeah, gambling. That's one of the things that she likes to do is gamble, right? And like I said, the whole setting of this, like the production, like the setting of this episode, like it's like it's a magical world, right? A fantasy world, but it has like a little bit of modern, present day touch to it, like one time, like in the one of the previous episodes when they're searching for those slimes, right? Like they're in this building, and it has it's like a future look to it. Like it's an ordinary like you see it in an office building, right? Like it's a normal hallway. You get actual concrete stairs and a rail between the stairs. You go to actually like electrical lights and all that stuff. It's like they're walking into an office building with and glass windows to peek outside, right? It's just one of those. It's one of those like it's like a fantasy world, but a little mix of modern settings, right? And it's same with this casino that they go to, right? It's like a modern day casino, like actual crap table, crap, like it's like not a crap table, but to play cards or poker tables, basically. Yeah, it's like those. It's like a modern, like we see it in our today's time. It's like a modern day casino, right? In this fantasy world. Okay, so that's some of the production like settings I like it from this. So we say they're in a casino now, and because Tiana wants to do some gambling, and our boy Bond, the so call him under the sword, right? He wanted to go to get some of this type of food, but he has to go next time because they just cut it short just right at that time, right? And we see with Tiana when she's doing her gambling, right, playing poker. There's this blonde guy named Tony, where he has a girl, which I think it's the same idol girl. She has the blue hair, right? I think it's the same idol girl that Nick likes, and this guy's losing his cool because he keeps on losing to Tiana because she's winning all the money, and the way she's trying to break his gambling habit because she doesn't want to become like that type of person like she is, right? But at the same time, she tells that blue haired girl, say, you know what, maybe you should dump him. He's not right for you, right? And she kind of like, you know what, I don't give up on people, right? And the funny thing is, I think she should dump it because shortly after that, right, we have our guy Leon, the big tiger guy from the previous episode who was with Camilla, during that bare knuckle mathematics game, right? Well, he's in this again, but at the time he has this demonic sword, like how with Kern and Nick, right, do the Ningen Fushin, right? Well, he has basically a fusion of his own, but the thing is, though, he just does it with the demonic sword. That's it. It makes him bigger, much more ferocious, more tiger-like, right? And so he's out to get Nick, right? But the thing is that when he's attacking, people are running away, right? We see this guy Tony. He's out in the front, right, running away, and the girl, says the way she says it is like it would make it hilarious because it goes well with what happens next because she says Tony, and the guy just runs right over her, pushes her down, and all the rest of the people are running behind him, just running on top of her. I'm like, damn. She says Tony. And then again, she gets run over by her own guy and the rest of the people. I was like, jeez, wow. I was like, yeah, maybe you should dump him because he's just basically saving his own hide. Just doesn't give a damn about her. He just goes and runs, pushes her down to get run over while he's trying to get out himself. I'm like, okay, you need to get dumped too, right? But yeah, and then Leon's there and sees Tiana, right? And he wants to like pound her in, but the thing is, she's not afraid at all. But the thing is, and because Leon indicates, where are your friends, right? And Tiana's like, we're not friends. We're just total strangers, just trying to survive together. And the thing that Leon says he can smell lies though, and he can tell that she's telling the truth because we look at Tiana's point of view because she does have this whole thing of still have that uncomfortable of trusting people, right? Because after what happened with her being dumped by her fiance for another girl, and so and she still has a hard time trusting people. I mean, it's like like Curran and Nick because. She's more liking Nick, more trusting with Nick, especially with they do that fusion together, but more hanging out with each other, right? She's become more trusting with Nick, but with Tiana though, she still has a little uneasy feeling though, right? And when she says that we're not friends, we're just a bunch of random people, just people in a party trying to survive, right? She's telling the truth, and Leon doesn't say that. Oh well, you're not lying, so yeah. And so that's a pretty decent worth of character development, right? And so by the time when Nick comes in, and Tiana, right, using the magic but doesn't do any good though, right? So they use the sword that the sword of bonds, right? Tells them to work together. So they both say union, and Tiana and Nick fuse together, and it becomes more Tiana more like it becomes like a magical knight, right? Like it's like with something like one of those Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, those Yu-Gi-Oh knights, right? Like Breaker the Magical Warrior or Blackluster Soldier, right? Like one of those type things, right? So she's become more like this magical knight, and which is a cool look how the way they became together. I mean, it was cool when it was Nick and Curran, but now with Nick and Tiana, I think it's a pretty cool fusion still. And using these magical ice shards, and which it doesn't seem to work. But the thing is also with Leon though, because we get a little backstory because like the sword keeps telling him to make him more powerful, and then he's realizing, oh, I need to stop. I don't want to do this no more, right? But the sword is making him do it though. But he gets the backstory because you get this thing with him and his brother. He had a brother with him, and they were the party. They were betrayed as well, and ended up killing his brother, and so that's why he became the way he is. But yeah, you feel sorry for your brother. You lost your brother, but for what you tried to do in the previous episode with the whole bare knuckle math fight, right? It's like with Camilla, right? It doesn't excuse her actions because she was her parents tried to sell her, right? Yeah, you feel bad for her about that though, but that doesn't excuse your actions what you're doing now. Same thing with Leon, right? Yeah, you feel bad because you lost your brother to some people. That's why you don't have to trust people either, right? But it doesn't excuse your actions what you're doing now. Same thing. So, but the sword is making him grow bigger and with more power, right? And he's like, no, I want to stop, right? And then this guy, who was like, because there was the guy who was doing like the car dealer, whether Tiana was playing with and the other guys, right? The car dealer, the dealer. I thought it was a nice idea that the cards themselves have these magical barriers on them because to implicate in case everyone tries to cheat during a game, right? The cards will have this magical barrier to protect itself, or it's trying to make people so don't cheat, right? Which I thought was a nice idea too, but also you can use these cards to put them like priests or monks, right? Has those papers to toss, right? Put barriers up, right? Well, use the same thing with these cards to put Leon down, the sword down, and seal him in this ice casing, right? So after he's put down, he's back to the way he is, and he gets arrested again, and now he's in prison again. But Nick goes and talks to him, and they see that he's got a little bit thinner, his muscles. He's losing a little muscular mass, losing his muscle mass, right? And has a nice talk. Like he doesn't talk to him like an animal, like an animal in a cage. He talks to him like he's a person, actually. So, and they kind of have a little quiet back and forth with each other, and about saying how with the trusting the people, right? So, but and then Nick just walks away, and Leon tells him what they're basically smiling, about. I don't think he said we'll see each other again, but it was something about I forgot what it was. Less my brain, so I apologize for that. But overall, it was it was a very good episode, funny episode as well, and I like the whole setting in this modern casino type of setting, right? More little Tiana's all do with stuff with her hobby, gambling, right? But the whole thing, the guy Tony, right, just goes and runs her own girl over just to save himself, right? That was hilarious as hell. She goes like, Tony, wait, no, it was like Tony, and then just being shoved down, being trampled by him and everyone else, right, trying to escape. I'm like, jeez. Although Tiana, well, when that girl was trapped, though, right, and Tiana tells that guy to get her girl and get out of there, which he does. He eventually does drag her out of there, though, out of harm's way. So, but because Tiana told him to. But yeah, episode 7, because we're seven episodes in now. So it was another really funny episode. So it was fun. Casino night, right? Yeah, if you're wondering why I say casino night, because I was referring to one of the level the fifth level. No. The 4th level on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the game, Casino Night. That was referred to that. Yes, it was a very fun casino night. But I'll probably use that as the next title of my thumbnail. So yeah, Casino Night. Yeah. But it was cool with the Nick and Tiana when they used their fusion together. Tiana looked like a cool magical knight. That was really cool design as well. Like I said, you feel bad for Liangak. He lost his brother. Why he ended up becoming the way he is, adventurer, making money though. But it doesn't excuse, like I said, it doesn't excuse your actions for what you're trying to do now. The same thing with Claudine. It was Claudine. I don't know why I said Camilla. I was referring to another character, Claudine, when she conned Nick and tried to do it to another boy. It's like it doesn't excuse her action for her when she had a sad backstory. But here's the same thing, right? But yeah, that whole Tony whole push the girl out of the way for that was hilarious though. But yeah, but it was another very fun episode. I really enjoyed. I'm really loving this series now. I really am. I'm enjoying our characters and a lot of some of the settings I've enjoyed as well. But yeah, and some of the ideas like the whole cars, they can be magical barrier too. So. But yeah, that's episode 7. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review, and we'll see you next time. Later.